Ooh, Pamela, this is my jam.
Glad to hear it, Ryan. It's the official theme song of Earth Day.
Whoa, Earth Day has a theme song?
Of course. It's one of the biggest worldwide celebrations.
I love starting the show with a song.
Me too. I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. It's Wednesday, April 26th.
This is the 10 News.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
This past Saturday, April 23rd, was Earth Day. Earth Day began in the US in 1970, but is now spread around the world. Around 1 billion people celebrate Earth Day each year.
It all started when Wisconsin Senator Gaylord Nelson saw the terrible effects of an oil spill off the coast of California in 1968. He campaigned for a day to protect the environment. That day became Earth Day.
From the beginning, schools and universities have been the driving force behind Earth Day. It's always held around the time students have spring break so that they can participate in this important day. On the first Earth Day, 10% of the U.S. population got involved.
Way to go!
Earth Day led to the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Agency, or NOAA, the scientific body that monitors the weather, oceans, and atmosphere. Earth Day led to so much good.
Absolutely. We had so much to celebrate this Earth Day.
One of the big things on everyone's mind around Earth Day, and every day, is climate change, and what exactly we can do to slow the effects.
Hey Pamela, we have a guest in the studio.
Ryan, is that a whole cow?
Yep, this is Ernestina. Miss Laine from Nature Nerds told me about a new way to slow climate change, and it involves potty training cows.
Let's go to Laine. And let's hope Ernestina is an already potty-trained cow.
Potty training. The not-so-glamorous process of teaching people where to put their pee and poop. It's not the most pleasant thing to think about, but we've all gone through it, and our world is a better place because of it. No joke. It takes toddlers anywhere from 3 to 6 months to master the porcelain throne. But cows learn where to place their bovine behinds much faster.
What?
Yes, you heard me correctly. Today we're talking about potty-trained cattle. According to a recent study, it only takes 15 days for cattle to become bathroom-loving bulls and commode-using cows.
You're kidding me.
Now, you might be thinking, why in the world are scientists teaching cows to use the toilet? Well, to save the planet, of course.
Okay.
You see, cows are big animals. They eat a lot and drink a lot to sustain their large frames. But when you eat a lot and drink a lot, you poop and pee a lot. Just how much pee are we talking about? Well, a single cow can produce 8 gallons of pee a day. Round up 5 cows and you can fill a bathtub.
That's gross.
Cow pee and poo are not inherently bad. However, things get complicated when the scat and the urine unify. You see, the resulting mixture contains a chemical known as ammonia. And when ammonia soaks into the soil, it breaks down and becomes the greenhouse gas nitrous oxide. Though it only makes up 7% of the greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, nitrous oxide is not to be taken lightly. With this in mind, scientists at the University of Auckland came up with a wacky theory for reducing nitrous oxide emissions. Manage the waste proactively by potty training the cattle. First proposed as a joke, the idea eventually became a full-blown study involving specially constructed cow toilets called mooloos. Now, don't get too excited. The cows were not trained to sit on toilets.
Aw, man.
The mooloo bears no resemblance to your bathroom at home. Rather, it's a special metal stall with a graded floor covered in fake grass. Scientists conducted the experiment with 16 young cows at an indoor lab in Germany. To begin the study, they brought the calves into the mooloo and waited for nature to take its course. Once the cows peed, they were rewarded with their favorite special treat, a molasses milkshake.
Delicious.
And any calves that released themselves outside of the designated potty training area got a little squirt of cold water. The process was repeated, and after about 2 weeks, 11 of the 16 cows were entering the mooloo to pee without prompting. So the initial study was a smashing success. But what does it all mean? Well, training a handful of cows to pee in a cool box doesn't do our planet much good. But training a lot of cows to pee in special boxes could. Initial estimates from the Auckland study suggest that collecting 80% of cow urine produced on a farm could reduce ammonia emissions by more than half.
Excellent.
Those are some pretty sizable numbers. And if scaled globally and implemented correctly, it's possible that potty training cattle could have a considerable positive impact on lowering greenhouse gas emissions.
Awesome.
But only time will tell if the idea of commode-loving cattle and bathroom-using bulls makes it into common agricultural practices. Until then, enjoy the fact that you get to use a real toilet instead of the mooloo.
Thanks, Miss Laine. Did you hear that, Ernestina? You could help mitigate climate change.
Ugh. Maybe there'll be a way to train the cows to be a little less farty in the future.
Ooh, that's a stinky one. Did you get into the cheese puffs, Ernestina?
Ryan, what's the number one easiest way to protect the Earth for future generations?
Oh, I got this one, Pamela. It's recycling. And we recycled a couple of our segments today. 13-year-old climate activist Ryan Hickman is making a difference with his company, Ryan's Recycling. So 10 News correspondent Corinne Katabayan sat down with him to get the lowdown.
Hey Ryan, thanks so much for joining us. Can you tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it?
My name is Ryan Hickman. I'm 13 years old. I like to recycle. And I started just when I was 3.5. My dad took me to the local recycling center for the first time. I loved it so much, so I wanted to keep doing it because it was fun and I saw it was helping the planet.
What is Ryan's Recycling and what does it do?
Yes, I have a recycling company, Ryan's Recycling, based in Southern California, Orange County. When we go to all my customers, we pick up their recycling and we take it to the recycle center and recycle it.
So wait, you basically have customers that you pick up the recycling and then you take it to the center for them?
But they donate to me, so I get all the money from it too. And I put that in my college fund.
Very cool. So what does the job entail? Can you walk me through as if I were one of your customers?
So you go on my website, you email my dad. So first, I get a donut because they're really good and I can't recycle without them. I go to my customer's house at a call for a pickup. I pick up from them, take it to the recycle center. I sort it there, and I give the recycling to them to recycle properly.
How do you encourage your friends to recycle?
I just told them it's easy and I help save the planet. Most of the time, they do it too. Like, I have beach clubs all the time, and I have lots of people that go to them too, a bunch of kids from my school, and help me clean up the beach. It's fun. Honestly, just tell them it's fun, it helps the planet, it doesn't kill animals, and most kids are excited about it too.
What do you think is the most recyclable item?
Probably either bottle, can, or glass, probably can or glass bottle, because those could be recycled indefinitely. Is that the right term? I don't know, as a lot of times.
What's the easiest tip that you can give to someone who wants to recycle?
Just start small. You don't have to do it all big like me. Just try your best. Every little bit makes a big difference.
Thank you, Ryan. Recycling is a great way to help the Earth. And don't forget to reduce and reuse as well.
Right. There's always a little more we can do.
Welcome to the trivia room. Ernestina, hop or clop on up on the trivia throne for today's trivia question. You ready?
What is going on here? Trivia on the 10.
Earth Day is what we call it in the US, but do you know what people in the rest of the world call Earth Day? Is it A, Green Planet Day, B, International Mother Earth Day, or C, World Day for the Earth? Tenors, did you guess it? Ernestina, what's your answer? The answer is B, International Mother Earth Day. The UN officially named April 22nd International Mother Earth Day in 2009. But no matter what it's called, the goal is the same. Appreciate the earth and protect the environment for future generations.
Yes!
Tenors, do you want to sit on the trivia throne and share your trivia knowledge? Visit the10news.com/contact to get in touch, and we might have you on the show.
And now we've got to give special 10 News snaps to one of our listeners.
But before we do, here's a quick note for the grown-ups.
All right, grab your grown-ups for this recommendation, because just like you love this news podcast, I think you're going to love The Newsworthy. The Newsworthy podcast is the best way to stay informed and up-to-date each weekday. You get everything you need to know, from politics to tech to entertainment and more, in just 10 convenient minutes. Plus, The Newsworthy is always fair, factual, and even, dare I say, friendly. Even adults can feel overwhelmed by the news sometimes, so The Newsworthy helps. Just search The Newsworthy on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, or head to thenewsworthy.com. Time for 10 News Snaps.
Tenor Fishbite wrote this review of the 10 News. Good pod, but not enough poop.
We hope today's episode made you happy, Fish Bites, and thanks for listening to the 10 News. 10 Things You Need to Know drops every Tuesday, and our in-depth reports drop every Wednesday. But if you want some bonus content, you could join the Tenors Club on our website or on Apple Podcasts.
The 10 News is a co-production of Small But Mighty Media and Next Chapter Podcasts.
The 10 News creative team is recycling and includes Tracy Crooks, Pete Musto, and Tessa Flannery.
Our production director is Jeremiah Tittle, and our executive producers are Donald Albright and show creator Tracy Leeds Kaplan.
I'm Ryan Willard.
And I'm Pamela Kirkland. Thanks for listening to the 10 News. Let's make Earth Day every day.
Hey, it's Ryan Willard. For those of you that love trivia, we wanted to recommend a podcast that we think you'll really like. The Ultimate Fact Off. It's a family audio game show. Check it out.
Welcome to the Ultimate Fact Off, a podcast stuffed full of surprising facts where clever contestants battle it out to out-fact the other. It'll tickle your brain cells and leave you ready to out-fact your friends with your fact-tastic knowledge.